everyone. Today we'll be doing a rant, and it has to do about a lot of negative backlash towards a movie that hasn't even come out yet. It's going to be coming out July 24th, and that movie is the horror movie Orphan. Now, a lot of the backlash is coming from adoption agencies, foster groups, parents who have adopted children, or fostering children, etc. A lot of groups. And the sole reason that all these groups are trying to boycott the movie and etc. and are getting so upset about it is because the movie depicts a lot of negative myths relating to adoptive kids. Now, the movie is basically about a couple who are mourning the loss of their unborn baby and decide to adopt Esther, a young girl who at first starts off happy and then later turns into this malicious, cold, cruel little girl. Now, a lot of adoption agencies have a problem with, number one, the movie's depicting the old stereotype that all adoptive children are damaged goods, or that, they can't get over the abuse or abandonment, or, they can't get over whatever. There's no possible way that they can get over the pain of whatever caused them to be up for adoption in the first place. That's one of the myths. Now, there's a lot. I'll post a link to an article relating to this. You can read it yourself. But if you type it into the search bar, you will see a lot relating to this. They're trying to boycott the movie. There are a lot of groups getting involved with this. A lot of places are saying that it's scaring people away from adopting a kid, and etc. You know what? I have just one thing to say about that one thing. At least it's rooting out idiots, If any adult or married couple or whatever, honestly will go to this movie and see it as a way to whether or not for them to choose to adopt a kid, basically base the movie on whether or not they should adopt. In my personal opinion, that person is not suited to raise a child, period. Whether it be their own blood-related child or someone that they adopted. I am sorry. If you honestly take a movie that seriously to where you will have it decide for you whether or not you will adopt a child purely because the movie shows myths relating to adoptive children, I'm sorry, you're an idiot, you're a retard, and you do not deserve to be a parent, whether it be a child you adopted or had yourself with a spouse. I am sorry. You are not, in my opinion, able to raise a kid if you're that stupid to take a movie that seriously. If anything, I see the movie as mocking a lot of the stupid myths. I mean, oh my god. Oh my god. I've met quite a couple of people who were adopted past infancy, I had a friend who was adopted at 10 years old, and he came from a really nasty background. His father was an alcoholic. Oh god. Jesus. But he wasn't damaged. Yes, he was upset about the fact of what happened in his past, but you know what? Even at the age of 10, he said, you know what? I don't want to look at my past. I want to look forward to what I have in the future with my new family. Not all adoptive kids are psychotic lunatics. Actually, to tell you the truth, barely any of them are. And a lot of them will make great children for parents who are willing to adopt and raise them, and not put their background as a means to whether or not they should adopt a kid. Oh, let's see, we've got this young girl here who was raised by parents who did crystal meth, were alcoholics, and oh yes, they beat her on a regular basis, etc. And then we have this nice boy here who was just, you know, his parents just simply couldn't take care of him anymore, so they left him here. You know what? The girl could become psychotic at any time now, so let's go with the boy. He seems like a much less of a risk to raise. Oh my God. Anyone who would honestly adopt a kid based on their background is an asshole. This is why a lot of adoption agencies prefer the parents not to know about the kid's background, because they don't want you to base who you adopt purely on their backgrounds. I mean, I hear that parents, when they put their kid up for adoption, they sign so that no one can find out about the kid's backgrounds and etc. Oh my God. People are stupid today. You know, to the parents who have adoptive kids, I would say that this movie is a reason for you to talk to your child about adoption. Why did you adopt them? Why did you choose to adopt? You know, you could use the movie as as a means to communicate with your kid, you know? I mean, really, I see the movie as mocking these stupid stereotypes related towards adopted kids. I don't know, what are your opinions on this? I'll post the link to the article it's one of the many articles I've read on this. So, I want to know your opinions. Do you think that all this negative feedback is a load of bull like I do, and that anyone who would honestly who would go in, see this movie, and decide based on what they saw in the movie whether or not they should adopt a child, you know, that just seems really stupid and retarded to me. But what do you think? Read the article. You could type it in the search engine and find out pretty much anything. They're trying to boycott the movie also. You know, read the article yourself. Let me know if you come to the same conclusion I did. That the movie, in my opinion, it mocks these stupid stereotypes, and anyone who would use the movie as a means to decide whether or not that they should adopt a kid, and that anyone who's scared away from adoption because of this movie is an idiot. Let me know your opinion.